yo, I'm sitting here with the world famous Dapper Dan, you know, because he has a passion for trying to save the youth. Because Dap tried to save me. I'm bringing them paper bags with drug money. Keeping it 100, we ain't gonna play no game. Paper bags with drug money just come off the block selling crack 2 o'clock in the morning. There's a party tomorrow at 8 o'clock. And I need an outfit. You know what I mean? So I come in and I want it instantly. You know? So I come in, I tell Dap I need it, and he said, man, I have it tomorrow. And I'm still telling him, man, you sure you're gonna have it tomorrow? He said, man, if I don't have it tomorrow, you keep your bag. You know what I mean? So now, you know, I give him the bag and he just throws it in the closet. He don't count it, he don't do none of that. Because he know we man and farmer. You know what I mean? If I say it's 5,000 in the bag, it's 5,000. It's not gonna be $4,999. You know what I mean? But anyway, so now Dap tried to tell me then to take the money and do something legal. But at the time I was young, I didn't want to hear none of that. You know what I mean? But now I'm 57 years old. I did 26 years in federal prison, 5 years in ADX, was locked up for being a drug kingpin, you know, down in Virginia, and, you know, went through hell. But now I'm here and I'm sitting down with Dap so that we could come up with a solution to try and help the youth to prevent them from going down the road that I went down, because I know why I didn't listen to him then. So I know why the youth is not listening. But now I'm ready to listen. So I'm here with Dap. Go ahead, Dap.
Let me explain what I was able to see when I tried to talk to you when you was a young man. I was born and raised in Harlem. I'm 77 years old. My father was born in 1898, 33 years after the Emancipation Proclamation. He came to Harlem in 1910. So I saw Harlem my entire life. I got caught out there in the drug game with me, the 4 Day boys. I'm Danny Day, Carl Day, Kerry Day, James Day. All 4 of us got busted in the 60s. And they took us down to the precinct, put us in the bullpen, and one by one they called us out. So I'm the youngest boy. When I get back in the bullpen, right, I told my brother, I say, they didn't say nothing to me. I said, what was that? He said, did you hear that knock on the door? I said, yeah, I did hear some knock on the door. He said, that was the snitch behind the door. What I found out later on, the snitch, where I got my basic training, Madison Avenue, 132nd Street by the Lincoln Project. What I found out later on, that the snitch was John Statton, the guy who taught me and my brothers how to hustle. I got busted June 19th, 1965. I got out September, my son's birthday. I got out September 27th, 1965. Did 90 days, right? He gave me that youth program thing. I told my brothers, I said, that was too easy. And I walked away from the drug game. I said, that was too easy, right?
Explain what you meant by that was too easy.
The way they set the setup, and how easy it was for them to get me, and how one of the toughest niggas in East Harlem told on me. I said, no, I don't like that game. And so I walked away from the drug game, right? Then I said, I'm going to find 65. 65,
64.
Yeah.
I was born.
At 23 years old, I left the street and went back to school. Now I'm going to tell you something you don't know. Young, when you see Jayz, Nas, Wutang, all those 5%ers, when you come to Harlem, Allah School in Mecca,
126 and 7th Avenue.
Yeah, when you look at Allah School in Mecca, you'll see under there Street Academy. The Street Academy, that didn't start out as Allah School in Mecca. That was a Street Academy to recruit guys, young guys like myself, who was going the wrong way. So it was the Urban League's educational program. Now, I was 23 years old. I said, damn, I got to sit up there in a storefront school with these young kids. You know what I'm saying? But I was determined that I wasn't going back to jail like that. You dig? So I said, I got to bear with this. You go from Allah School in Mecca, Street Academy. It wasn't Allah School in Mecca then. It was the Street Academy. Dr. Ben Jockman. the famous writer and black historian, taught there. You know, Dr. Henry Clark taught there, all these famous people. So they all coming through there dropping knowledge, you dig? So I said, man, you know what, man, I ain't going for this. So I went back to school, started writing for a student newspaper. And I said, I had an opportunity to go to Columbia University on a scholarship or go to Africa. The paper was going to send me to Africa. You know?
You chose Africa.
So I went to Africa.
Why?
But here,
Why?
but let me tell you something. The deepest part of that, what really turned me around was Malcolm. The first thing I did when I got out of jail, you know, plus I was getting high off heroin. So the first thing I did when I left jail, I read Malcolm X's speech to the grassroots. And in it, he said, if you want to understand the flower, study the seed. So I went to the Schomburg Library, and I studied how black folks got messed up off heroin. So I studied it from the Chinese. See, the Chinese, for 100 years, they went into isolation because the Europeans was pushing opium on the Chinese. So they had to kick the Europeans out and go into isolation because they was forcing their ports open. The Opium Wars, look at that, the Boxer Rebellion. And I read all this, I said, oh, this shit is bigger than what I see here in Harlem. This shit is bigger. I said, this is a global game they done played on me. I said, I ain't going for it. I said, I'm never going back to jail again for selling drugs to my people. That's why I started getting into other hustles, you dig? So now, I started looking at the drug game. When my father came up from the South, we didn't have no drug problem. I'm the last generation to see Harlem without a drug problem. They had alcohol. Black folks was dying from cirrhosis of the liver from alcohol. Alcohol limits your ability to produce crime against your community. You know, alcohol incapacitates you, sets you down. But when they start, after the Vietnam War, they start dumping that heroin in, and Nicky had the mom and pop joints, mills, where they was just cleaning up of it, off the heroin game. I said, hold up. And now I'm shifting, and me and my brothers get caught up in that. But I catch myself. 15 months in that game, and I catch myself, man. Say, I'm not going for that. I'm going to find some other way to beat this system. You dig? So I say, now, who's controlling that? Now I'm going to tell you all young people what's going on today. And this got to be done in parts, because I want you to understand, this is the most important.
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime. Fresh out the can of 26, heat back on the strip, getting back in the mix. What he mentions a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and the YouTube, you could go and visit. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Sit front row and get Jayz from a Kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops, Mecca audio. Get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was whining. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spin a couple bands on the Dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a raw in uptown. Baby horn uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, we got a lot to give. Now he trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend a ear. He started in uptown, he gon' finish dead. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community ours. So we can give back to the youth them, cause they the truth them, and bless up to all the rude men.
So you